Welcome to Maverick Fish Hunter. We're here on the Gulf side of Florida discovering the fishing opportunities in the Tampa Bay area. We'll see spotted sea trout, redfish, snook, yellowtail, barracuda, rays, manatees, and sand tiger sharks. Come join us on our Gulf of Mexico adventure. We begin our fishing trip out of Tampa Bay, Florida, heading out of one of the many boat ramps available. We're heading out with a local firm called Eye Trackers, shooting some of the rough water. There was some wind today. No trouble on a jet ski though. Notice how easily the PWC takes the waves and chop. It's like riding on the back of a 35-foot boat. All the comms at the back. See you on the fishing ground. Well, we're getting set up in a small bay in Tampa Bay, looking for some yellowtail. A little different fishing here. We're fishing with circle hooks. Circle hooks can be tricky to learn how to use if you're used to the J hooks, as I am. Of course, we're anchored off, and wouldn't I get the yellowtail wrapped in the anchor?
Guy sounds like part of the Grunt family.
Nice.
These yellowtails, they grunt like little pigs.
It's kind of a nice little dolly in we're doing here.
Beautiful fish. Obviously the yellowtail, per its namesake. Beautiful area, Tampa Bay. Have to get used to the circle hooks. Can't yank on them like you can or the J hook. They have to be reeled out very slowly so they hook around the lip. We're at the Florida Aquarium, Tampa Bay. We're going to be diving with sand tiger sharks and also moray eels, manta rays, just a plethora of tropical fish. The Florida Aquarium is a 501 not-for-profit organization. Publicly operated institution located in Tampa, Florida, United States. Here we can see a black grouper. The facility is home to more than 20,000 aquatic plants and animals from Florida and all over the world. Manta rays flying around, resting on the bottom. Yellowtail, barracuda, beautiful barracuda. The Florida Aquarium opened in March 1995 as a privately funded entity. The facility is located in the Channel District of downtown Tampa. Hello. The aquarium's exhibits are laid out to show the journey of a drop of water from one of Florida's many freshwater springs out to the open waters of the Gulf of Mexico. Sea turtle coming up to have a look, see if we have any lettuce. Tarpon. Oh my, next time. Yellow, get out of the way. 10-foot sand tiger shark coming through. Look at the stinger on that manta ray. Good Lord, look at those teeth. I'm a big boy, but I'm not wrestling with them. Despite its name, it is not related to the tiger shark. However, it is a cousin of the great white shark. Manta rays have triangular pectoral fins and forward-facing mouths. Look how they school. It's almost mathematical precision. Mantas are found in warm, temperate, subtropical and tropical waters. Could you imagine bumping into one of those out in the middle of the deep blue? Ooh. They dwell in the waters of Japan, Australia, South Africa, the Mediterranean, and the east coasts of North and South America. That's the picture they give you for having dove with the sharks at Tampa Bay. Now we're back out on the water. We've changed what we're looking for. Here's a perfect example of missing a bite because you're looking for a J-hook. Pulled it right out of the mouth. You have to do it slow. Here's tip number 2. When the seagulls come down to pick up your bait, you might as well reel it in because he's eating your bait and you don't have any. A mangrove is a shrub or small tree that grows in coastal, saline, or brackish waters. A circle hook is a type of fish hook which is sharply curved back in a circular shape. It has become widely used among anglers in recent years because the hook generally catches more fish and is rarely swallowed. The common snook is also known as the sergeant fish or robalo. I'm trying to avoid the anchor line again. Don't want a repeat of the yellowtail incident. Hooked perfectly. I'm so impressed with those circle hooks. I think I might start using them at home. First snook of the day. Looks like a beauty. They fight like crazy. Very pretty fish. Reminds me a lot of a walleye or pickerel from up north. Have some of the same characteristics. The eyes, the mouth, the fin placement, shape of the body, and the way they hit. Food that they eat. The common snook as a species is dependent on estuaries. Whenever I go into a new area, I always practice catch and release. Common snook do show a tendency to gravitate towards lower salt conditions in the early stages of their life. We pretty much got hit fish after fish after fish in this spot. We could have stayed there all day grabbing them up.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. You're gonna like that shot.
Tampa Bay snook.
Tampa Bay snook.
Nice.
Nice indeed. Snook are widespread throughout the tropical waters of western Atlantic Ocean from the coast of North Carolina to Brazil, including the Gulf of Mexico and the Caribbean Sea. There, that's exactly how to bring in a circle hook. Nice and slow, combination reel, slowly pull back on the rod. Many believe that snook originated in Central America and that changes in the Earth's climate is what brought the snook to Florida. Even though you don't think it's going to hook up, it does almost every time. Little pressure on the pole, and start reeling. While we're out of that location, heading for the open water, going to try a little different spot for a little larger snook. Having a little fun with reverse. There's maximum speed limits in these channels, so it can get long and boring in there. Oh, those poor kayakers. I'm so glad I'm on my 60-mile-an-hour jet ski. Let's open her up and get some wind going. A little bit of air moving. iTrekkers are our host today. Excellent guiding services all over the country. Throwing out bait, see if we can get something stirred up. And we got our last big snook for the day. We're here at SBT Engine Rebuilders, the godfathers of PWC engine rebuilds. SBT is located in Clearwater, Florida, and let me tell you, after spending the day with these guys, I can assure you they know their business. The process of remanufacturing a PWC engine starts with disassembly of the core. The old bearings, rods, pistons, wrist pins, and gaskets are discarded. Two-stroke camshafts are rebuilt with new bearings and rods and a patented assembly fixture, then welded true within 1/1000th of an inch. Cases are rebuilt to OEM specs, even in terms of appearance. SBT uses TIG welding to repair any damage. The complete engine is brought back to OEM condition. Finished cylinders are bored, honed, and decked for flatness. Ports are chamfered to prevent premature piston wear. Completely assembled engines are then compression tested, and critical dimensions and specs are recorded for each engine. Four-stroke engines are reassembled with new pistons, crankshafts, rods, rings, wrist pins, drive chains, valves, guides, and gaskets. Every four-stroke is then run on a dyno to assure OEM specs are better. Finished engines are painted with marine quality epoxy paint, then bagged, boxed, and inventoried for sale. SBT now has their own line of replacement engines that are spectacular. SBT runs factory tours. Next time you're in the area, come see them. We're in Crystal Springs, swimming with manatees. These are beautiful animals. Sea cows. There are many of them coming in from the ocean, up the channels to this freshwater spring. One of their attractions is freshwater. You'll always find them around freshwater. Mother and her calf. We were able to get in and swim with them. This is what I thought the Florida Everglades would look like right here. Beautiful palm trees, slow water, great fishing, old bayou. These redfish, they're bottom fish, and they love to stay on the bottom, so they put up a great fight. Lots of fun. The red drum, also known as channel bass, redfish, spotted-tailed bass, or simply red, is a game fish found in the Atlantic Ocean from Massachusetts to Florida and in the Gulf of Mexico from Florida to northern Mexico. We've been plagued by windy, rainy weather for the last week, so the water was especially murky, made fishing a challenge. Oh, we did pretty good. We're here at Jet Ski Repair Services in St. Pete's, Florida, right around the corner from SBT PWC Engine Rebuilders. Adam and his son run the operation, and Adam has been doing work on jet skis for his entire professional career. Your beloved PWC is in good hands with this guy. Adam has forgotten more knowledge about PWCs than the average guy will ever know. Adam handled the entire SBT engine swap on this 2007 Yamaha FX HO. I felt I was in good hands with the new SBT motor, JRS doing the install. Wickiwatchee River, Florida. Still using circle hooks. By this time, I've pretty much got myself trained to slowly pull and reel. Let the hook do the job. We got ourselves into a spotted sea trout. Looks very familiar to the trout we get up north. A little different, but generally the same. The spotted sea trout, also known as speckled trout, is a common estuarine fish found in the southern United States along the coast of Mexico and the coastal Atlantic Ocean from Maryland to Florida. While most of these fish are caught on shallow grassy flats, spotted sea trout reside in virtually any inshore waters, from the surf of outside islands to far up coastal rivers. We are fishing in very shallow water here. They say spotted sea trout will come up the rivers seeking warmer water, especially when it's windy and the weather isn't the best out, which is what we have been contending with for the last few days. Contrary to its name, the spotted sea trout is not a member of the trout family, but of the drum family. It is a very pretty fish. Adults reach 19 to 32 inches in length and 3 to 15 pounds in weight. Check out the two fangs. See why they call it a spotted sea trout. It is popular for commercial and especially recreational fishing in coastal waters of the southeastern United States. We'll let this guy go. Whenever we're on the road, we practice catch and release all the time. Next week on Maverick Fish Hunter, you'll find us in Agua Bay, Lake Superior, fishing coho salmon, rainbow trout, and steelhead, and the odd seagull thrown in there. We're here in Madison, Florida, northern part of the state, close to the Georgian line. We're going to be hunting boar. Here's what we're after: wild boar. Beautiful landscape. What's this trail? It's an alligator trail. American alligator. Turtle. A donkey. This is what wild boar do to the ground. Tear it up big time. .223 caliber. Perfect size gun for hunting wild boar. Little pistol shooting. Oh, it's a real treat for me.
Are we in chamber?
I can see where the Second Amendment is so important. A lot of fun. Everybody should be able to do that. Here's what we're looking for: pig sausage. Well, it didn't take long. We're out on a night hunt, and we're into a mud pile. I think I arrived in Florida in the rainy season because the roads were not friendly. So we were doing some dog hunting at night. Happened to get a fledgling piglet. We grabbed him. We'll feed him, raise him. Basically, he'll be sausage and bacon at one point in time. Initially, you have to clean up a male boar. Studies indicate that the wild boar originated from islands in Southeast Asia, such as Indonesia and the Philippines, and subsequently spread onto the mainland Eurasia and North Africa. Well, one thing, finding one, tracking one, and actually, the wild boar is a bulky, massively built animal with short and relatively thin legs. The trunk is short and massive, while the hindquarters are comparatively underdeveloped. This didn't have anything to do with foul weather, but being in a new area, one of the trucks got dumped into the ditch. Yanked him out. Here are the two piglets from the night before. We'll raise them up as farm animals.
I had to go. You hold that one. That's one.
No, we're not going to get the other one right now. Come here.
I had to go get the other one.
Well, thanks very much for coming out. And everybody at Maverick Fish Hunter, come on back. See us again. Go to maverickfishhunter.com. Give us any suggestions. Tight lines. Good fishing.